Hello everyone, this is indeed No Scope the Pope, and welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies review. In this review we will be looking at the backstory of zombies and the improvements, disadvantages and advantages of zombies in Black Ops 2 compared to the originals. So sit back and enjoy the video. So, let's get started with the story. I have to point out off the top that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies continues from the original Black Ops' Moon, where in an Easter egg the four characters destroy Earth by launching nuclear missiles and turning Earth into a fireball full of nothing but lava. So as you can imagine, not much of life left on Earth. What did remain though are the undead. Another big story change is the evil Samantha. She's no longer talking about the power-up, and it seems now like Richtofen has taken over the evil control of zombies because it is his voice you actually hear when you pick up a power-up. This was expected as Samantha was freed from the moon base from a pyramid that you could see in another Easter egg. If you haven't seen any of the Easter eggs, you might be a little bit, confused, so I strongly advise watching some videos of them to get the backstory a little better so you actually understand what I'm talking about. When it comes to the old characters, I have no idea what happened to them at the time, so I cannot tell you because I haven't seen or heard from them in this game. But I would strongly imagine that there would be some kind of an Easter egg around to let you know what might have happened to Richtofen and any others up on that moon base. As we all know, Richtofen and the others did have a way back. If you have watched the Easter egg, you can indeed go back to Earth using the teleporter from Moon when the Earth is destroyed. So they have a way back. That there might be a possibility that because now Zombies is 8 players, I haven't seen all the 8 players. It might even be that the 4 out of 8 players, the other 4 are actually the old characters. I haven't played with 8 players, so I unfortunately do not know. Other than that, that is it for the story, and we are moving on to the gameplay. When it comes to the gameplay aspect of Zombies, this time around it has changed an incredible amount. Now it features a brand new game mode called Transit, in which you have a bus going from location to location, allowing you to be on the move. This adds a lot of new gameplay mechanics to the game and a whole new aspect. There is a pistol on board the bus, on the roof, which I haven't noticed, I just want to point that out, which is not all that powerful, but at least it's a source of ammunition so that you can survive on board a little bit longer. Another huge change is that there is now an 8-player availability in Zombies Transit mode, however the survival remains the same with only 4-player availability. You can now craft items such as riot shields and weapons. The only thing I have crafted is a stand that emits electricity, which allows me to be able to open doors and start up perk machines without having to actually get the power going, which is a cool little thing. Allowed me to get a little bit more out of the game, get a lot more further, get much more places before I finally made it to the power room, which was quite far away. So I was very happy about that. I was capable of basically starting up a perk machine by putting this little stand next to it that emit electricity. Just a very cool little doodah. The game is now built on a multiplayer engine, allowing for a much better flexibility for future DLCs. So what that basically means is that now the game basically is built on a multiplayer engine, not on a single player, allowing you to be able to have a lot more flexibility in creator class and stuff, maybe coming in the future. So let's move on to the positive. As I'm a huge fan of zombies, I pretty much understand what all of the community actually expects from zombies. And all we really expect is very simple. We want more zombies, we want more maps, more guns, more story, we want to be gripped and hooked, we want basically an improvement every year. We don't want to be going down the drain like multiplayer seems to have been going for the last couple of Call of Duties. So, I have to say that basically Call of Duty has delivered all that, all the guns feel better and the sound, which adds to the overall enjoyment of the game. The blood and gore is still all there, and must say, if there wasn't any blood or gore, I would get bored really quickly. So overall, I am very impressed. I think that those are all, great positives. They have added what we expected, although I would have been liking it more if there were gun attachments, but I haven't found any yet, but hell, maybe there are some. But it would have been great if they added some stuff like that, but other than that, they have added all that I have expected and even more, so I am incredibly pleased, and I hope that the rest of the zombie community is as well. Even though Call of Duty Zombies did indeed impress me, there are a couple of negatives I simply have to address. As a zombie fan, I love having a large maps, and Black Ops 2 has delivered that, but in the standard survival you only have an incredibly tiny area with almost nothing in it, just a box. I believe that there should be a lot more to the survival maps. It's simply unplayable because the maps are that small. You basically have two small areas and that is it. That was incredibly disappointing to me. I was incredibly displeased that you cannot craft or have any other cool transit mode features. And I understand that survival is based on the original Zombies, so that's alright if they didn't put any crafting or the transit kind of features in, that's fine, but why Treyarch? Why the small maps? It is unplayable. It is such a tiny area, you have no way of getting around or away from the zombies. So I was incredibly displeased by that, and that is definitely going to plummet my overall score of this game. Overall, I think Call of Duty went the right way with zombies this time, and I was impressed with what they have done, but I believe that a lot more work should have been put towards survival, and it seems half finished, but I have to say all the new features implemented make the game fun and enjoyable. I am looking forward to playing a crap ton of it with my friends. My overall score of zombies would be 8.9 out of 10, which is quite good. I believe that if Treyarch would put more work into survival, I would be able to give this game a 9.5 really, but unfortunately survival was incredibly disappointing enough to plummet my score down to 8.9. I'd like to let you guys know that there will be previews and reviews of all upcoming popular games, and of course, I will put a lot of work into them to make them entertaining and as informative as possible. So I hope you guys have indeed enjoyed. Please hit that like button to show your love and appreciation, and hit the favorite button to share the video with the world and your friends and people